Hello and welcome back to Coach Bill's Sports Show. As always, I'm Coach Bill. Thank you for joining us. As you see in the title, we're talking about the idea of 3 locked opponents for the SEC. Trying to remember where I saw this list from. I want to say it was CBS Sports. Not 100% certain, but breaking down a list that I saw. And some of it's got me confused, but let's go into it, and we'll touch on the ones that confused me a little bit. Actually, let's start with that. We're going to start with Florida. Florida gets Georgia, South Carolina, and Oklahoma. Georgia, South Carolina make complete sense. Oklahoma. Tell me how Florida, Oklahoma line up as a rivalry. I can wait because I see no way it happens. Oklahoma would have been better with Arkansas, with Missouri, Texas A&M. I mean, just looking at Texas A&M's right now, Texas A&M has LSU, Texas, and Mississippi State. I could easily change LSU from Texas A&M to Florida and put Oklahoma in its place. And that's 10 times better. 10 times better. But I don't know who, again, I don't remember who put this list out. It's just a little weird to me. Now, some of them make sense. Some of them make complete sense. Like Alabama having Auburn, Tennessee, and LSU. Yeah. Makes complete sense. Tennessee having Vanderbilt, Alabama, and South Carolina. Makes complete sense. But then you have like Georgia, who has Auburn, Florida, and Kentucky. I don't know many Georgia fans that are out here going, whoo-wee, we got to play Kentucky. No. Georgia doesn't see Kentucky as a rival, and Kentucky doesn't see Georgia as a rival. I think there's some swings and some misses on the lists that I've seen out there. Hopefully, for SEC's sake, for your sake as a fan, my sake as a fan, this is not the permanent list. Hopefully somebody smart comes into the room and goes, yeah, we could probably tweak this a little bit and make it a little better. Arkansas has Missouri, Texas, and Ole Miss. That makes sense. Missouri has Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Vanderbilt. I don't know about Vanderbilt for Missouri. Like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but then again, it doesn't really with some of the other opportunities that you had. Again, you could have put Texas with Missouri, Texas A&M with Missouri. So there's regional stuff there that I think they're missing out on with this list. Kentucky has Mississippi State, South Carolina, and Georgia. Again, I don't know many. Now, South Carolina, I can see that. But Mississippi State and Georgia? I don't see that from them. And again, I don't know if that's just me being a little bit of a traditionalist when it comes to that stuff. But I can't wrap my head around some of the pairings. Georgia having Auburn, Florida, and Kentucky. Auburn, Florida make complete sense. But Kentucky, man, Kentucky keeps coming up, and I just don't understand. Kentucky makes sense with Vanderbilt, makes sense with Tennessee, and it makes sense with South Carolina, maybe Florida, but maybe Missouri. But when you dig into some of these other matchups, it's just it falls short. Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, both make sense. I hate that for Auburn, but both make sense. And then they draw Vanderbilt. I can see that one a little bit because of geographical location. you're close to the Tennessee line. I can see you drawing Vanderbilt. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, 100% see that. LSU, especially after this last year's game, 100% see that. Arkansas, that's a little bit more of that's a harder one for me to eat. Now I can eat it because I've seen them play each other, but I think Arkansas would be better put with another team there. And I think Ole Miss could be better put with another team there. I hate saying all this and not having my own version of it, so look for an update on this list. But trying to wrap my head around it, there's just some stuff that drives me crazy. The biggest one that I look at is the Florida-Oklahoma game. You have the two farthest extents of the SEC playing each other. Every year, you want to play the two farthest teams against each other. Why? There's so much more. You could put, like I've said, you could put LSU on Florida's list. That's a closer game. That's a better game. That's one that we've seen. It's one that has some bad blood in it. And then you could put Oklahoma on Texas A&M's list. And now you got some of that bad blood continuing. That's bad blood from the Big 10 day, from Big 12 days, that can continue. So, hopefully, again, I've said it a couple times, but hopefully, in the end, somebody in the SEC room is smart enough to go, guys, maybe we missed the mark on this. Or hopefully this isn't from the SEC, this is just from somebody who put a list out, and they missed their shot. I don't know. But personally, Tennessee getting Vanderbilt, Alabama, I agree with both of those. I could see South Carolina being one. That's a bigger game between Tennessee and South Carolina. I could see Kentucky fitting into that role. I could see Georgia fitting into that role, but personally, as a Tennessee fan, I don't want to see Alabama and Georgia every year. That kind of sucks. But if you want to beat the best, you got to beat. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And if you see teams like Georgia and Alabama every year, it's just going to make you better. But playing in the SEC is going to make you better as it is. It's a tough conference. And obviously, you'll rotate. It's a 9-team schedule, so you'll rotate through 6 teams. And you'll essentially see every team at home every 4 years. You'll do a home and home with every team every 4 years. That's how it'll kind of break down. So there's some stuff that's missing, but yeah, it'll probably get refined a little bit at the end. There's some rivalries that won't hold. For instance, Tennessee, Florida. I don't see that one really holding on as much as I would like it to. Personal reasons. I'm a Tennessee fan that works with some Florida Gators, and I love being able to talk that mess. But I don't see that one being able to hold put. But it is one you'll be able to see every 2 years, and you'll be able to see at home every 4. So I can't be too upset about it. Plus, it's going to bring in some teams that I haven't got to see play in the past. I've not been able to see Tennessee play Arkansas. I've not been able to see Tennessee play Texas. I've not been able to see, a couple other of those weird matchup games. Tennessee, Mississippi State, haven't really got to see that one in person. So I'm excited for the idea of this. I just hope there's better execution. Let's talk about it. Tell me in the comments. Am I wrong? Is there something I'm missing from some of these matchups I've talked about? Let me know. Let me know. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, enjoy yourselves. Ready?